Hello, you're watching Asao channel. I'm Jasper, and today I'm going to be answering questions about New Year in the UK. So what's the weather like in January? Today has been really nice. It's been sunny and very cold. Usually in January, as always with Britain, it's very wet, lots of rain. It can be very cold, and we do get some nice days like today where it's sunny and cold, but we don't get many warm days in January because it's winter. Do you celebrate Oshogatsu? No, we don't have a big celebration for New Year, not in the same way as in Japan. We usually have a big party with friends on New Year's Eve to celebrate the new year. We stay up past midnight, and at midnight we have champagne and we make a toast, like cheers, and then we sing a song which is called Auld Lang Syne, which is a traditional Scottish song about leaving the past behind and moving into the new year. And then probably on the 1st of January everybody will have a hangover from drinking too much, I think. Do you have a family reunion? Christmas is the strongest time for family in the UK. We spend Christmas together with family. As for New Year, we usually spend this with friends. It depends on the family, but we sometimes might create a special family reunion party sometime between Christmas and New Year and before everybody goes back to work. Again, this depends on the family. It's not always possible with everybody. And this year, I tried to organize a family party online because of coronavirus, but it hasn't happened yet. So I hope that I can organize this in the new year. Do you have any seasonal dishes that you enjoy? We don't have any specific dishes for January in the UK, but we do have a lot of winter food. Obviously, there are lots of dishes for Christmas time. So we have a big plate of turkey roast dinner and Christmas cake and Christmas pudding and mince pies. As for winter seasonal dishes, we have things like shepherd's pie or cottage pie, or last night we ate fish pie. So shepherd's pie, you must not confuse with cottage pie. Shepherd's pie is made with lamb and cottage pie is made with beef. Essentially, they are both minced meat with onions and maybe peas or carrots and some seasoning. And then we add a layer of mashed potato on the top, and then we bake it in the oven. It's really delicious. Both dishes are really delicious. And fish pie is very similar with 3 kinds of fish. I think it's salmon and maybe cod and haddock or something, with peas and boiled egg and some kind of milky sauce with potato on top, baked in the oven. We also have some stews and maybe English breakfast or maybe a Sunday roast. I can do a whole video on British food if you want. Maybe next time I'll do that. Do you have Hatsumode? My family is not religious, so we don't go to church at the New Year or at Christmas. Although in the past, sometimes we did go to church on Christmas Day. It's probably the best time to go. As for other people in the UK from Christian or Catholic families, I think Christmas is the strongest time for going to church. I'm not sure about New Year. There might be a New Year celebration, like a New Year Mass, something like that, but I'm not sure. When do British people usually restart school and work? British people usually go back to work almost straight away. It depends on what day New Year's Day is. This year it was on Friday, so most people have gone back to work on the following Monday. It depends on what job people have. If you're a hospital worker, obviously you might work through the whole Christmas and New Year time. But generally speaking, we go back to work almost as soon as possible. As for the schools, I think they go back to school the week after New Year's happened. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't happen. So for example, if New Year happened on a Monday, I think the schools would probably be back by Thursday or Friday, or possibly in the next week. It depends on the year, I guess. Do you have any other cultural events and public holidays in January? No, we don't. January is very quiet. We don't have any public holidays in January, especially nothing like coming of age day. Do teenagers become busy with university entrance exams? This is a very interesting question. The British system is very different from the Japanese system. We start the school year in September and it ends in the middle of July instead of starting in April and ending in April, I think. So January is the start of preparations for the university exams, but what the students are preparing for is what we call mock exams. So they're like practice exams. These practice exams happen in March, and so the students are studying, revising for the exams in March, and then after the Easter break they will get results to those exams so that they can find out how much they need to study for the real exams, which happen I think they start around the end of May or beginning of June, and end at the end of the school year. And those are the exams which will help them to get into university, and we call these exams A-levels. What will be happening this January? That's an interesting question. I don't think there will be very much happening this January. The cases of coronavirus have really escalated. I think we're up to maybe 60,000 cases a day, which is very scary. So this week the government have announced a new lockdown for 6 weeks. So our January will be spent in lockdown, which is fun. Yay! It's going to be quite a quiet January, I think. We have to stay at home this year. Obviously, in the news recently, the Brexit deal has finally ended, which is good news for looking at the newspaper every day. Hopefully, we won't have to read about Brexit every day for the next 4 years. But obviously, this is only the beginning, so who knows what will happen with Brexit. Otherwise, I think it's quite an exciting year because basically we're starting at our lowest point because of coronavirus. This year the vaccinations have already started, so that's very promising news. So hopefully people can start to get vaccinated over the course of the next few months. It starts with hospital workers first, and then people over 90 years old, then people over 80, and it will work down through the ages. So for example, my parents might be able to get the vaccination in probably April, May time. For me, it might be a lot later in the summer, but it's good news, even though it will be slow progress. So hopefully by the end of the year, we can see our friends again, and that will be so nice after a lot of time having to be isolated from our friends and family, and too many parties happening on Zoom and Skype and online. So it will be great to give my family and friends a nice big hug and maybe have a big party or something like that. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. If you want to leave any comments in the box below, let me know if you've tried any British food or if you've ever had New Year in England. See ya.